A certain similarity in genetic makeup allows molecular anthropologists to determine whether different groups of people belong to the same haplogroup, and further to determine whether they share a common place of origin. It allows anthropologists to track patterns of migration and settlement, which is helpful to see clearly how modern populations are formed and how they will continue to develop in the future. After O2 and O3 left Africa, they reached Burma, Yunnan and northeastern India. Among them, after O2 entered Yunnan, a group of them went south, forming Myanmar, Malacca, and other languages. They started island life in tropical and subtropical regions.
1802, reached Yunnan, Guangzhou, and then entered the middle reaches of Yangtze River, forming the Miao-Man ethnicity, which is often mentioned as the San Miao in Chinese ancient books. They created the Daxi culture and the Shajiali culture, and they even entered the Yellow River basin their heydays. Warring State strategy, Wei strategy, Wu Qiyun, the former residents of San Miao, with the waving of Pengli on the left and the water of Dongting on the right, established a powerful state of Chu. Nowadays, the Miao, Yilao, and Tujia ethnic groups widely lived in Yunnan, Guangzhou, and western Hunan are the descendants of this ethnicity.
'About 30,000 years ago, the old line yellow race arrived in Myanmar, Yunnan, and northeastern India, and then broke into different branches. Among them, all three entered the mainland of China from Yunnan, forming the Baipu ethnicity, living in the Yunnan-Guizhou Plateau. They are the Sino-Tibetan languages family, dominated by all three. Today's Dulong ethnicity has 100% of the O3 and 22 Han ethnicity genes. After that, the Yi, Na, Xi, Bai, and Nu ethnicities.
天上如果你能在做梦，天就不会亮哦。地上如果你能在做梦，地就不长草。男人不有个女人陪着我，男人就要死定了。天底下不有个女人在做梦，天底下就不会有人了。天底下不有个女人在做梦，天底下就不会有人了。天底下就不会有人了。
There were similar legends about Nuwa's creation of human beings in the myths of Dulong, Nu, and Jingpo ethnicities. The great god of heaven, Gamegasha, rubbed the soil on the rocks with his hands. He rubbed out a man whose name was Pu and a woman whose name was Mu. After the flood, the brother and sister were married through divination and gave birth to 9 boys and 9 girls. These 9 men and 9 women got married and formed some ethnic groups in China. The 3rd son and the 3rd daughter got married and stayed local to become the Dulong ethnicity. The 2nd brother and sister became Nu ethnicity, and the other brothers and sisters turned into Bai and Naxi ethnicities. The eldest brother and sister got married and formed the Han ethnicity and moved away.
Molecular anthropology also proposes that a branch of the Baipu ethnic group went northward along the Qinghan-Tibet Plateau, forming the Asian Chang ethnicity. A branch of the Asian Chang ethnicity entered in the Qinghan-Tibet Plateau and merged with dwarf black race with the D genes, who arrived there earlier and becoming the Tibetan ethnicity. The other branch entered the Wei River Basin. Through the Yu Chaos, the Suirens, and the Shennongs developed agriculture, forming the Huaxia ethnicity. The nomadic Huaxia ethnicity in the northwest formed the Xirong, Qiang, and Beidi ethnicities. Among them, Di has a deep relationship with the surname Ji of Huangdi. In ancient times, the surname Jiang of Yandi came from Qiang. Later, the ancestor of the pioneer of the Zhou dynasty were a mixed blood ethnicity of Qiang and Beidi. According to legend, about 4,700 years ago, Xuan Yuan, known as Huangdi with Yandi, defeated Zhiyou of the Zhouli ethnic group. The captives of Zhiyou were called Li Ming. Soon, Huangdi defeated the Yandi tribe and became the leader of the alliance of different tribes in the Central Plains. Huangdi was hailed as the ancestor of the Huaxia ethnicity by the descending generations. Because Huangdi and Yandi were close relatives and merged together, we are also called the descendants of Yan and Huang nowadays. With abdicating and handing down the through system of Yao, Shun, and Yu, Chinese ancestors gradually got out of primitive society and entered the slavery state established by Xiaqi.
Civilization is the general summary of all producing activities in human society. The earliest civilization probably emerged from the Sumerian in Mesopotamia around 3500 BC. The period from 3500 BC to 1000 BC is called the period of ancient civilization, including Mesopotamian civilization, Nile River civilization, Aegean civilization, Yinshan civilization, Olmec civilization, Atlantic civilizations, etc. A branch of the ancient Chan ethnicity was formed from the old line of the Yellow Race and expanded eastward, reaching the Shandong Peninsula and became the Dongyi ethnicity. The culture of Dawenkou, Longshan appeared, while the Yinshan civilization was formed by the Dongyi ethnicity, fighting back to Henan and ending the 471-year rule of the Xia dynasty.